Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video, and today we are playing 60 seconds Reatomized. There you go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, let's do this. I haven't played this much, so let's do this. I was just thinking, I was listening to 60 Seconds of Musical by Random Encounters. Not sponsored. Anyway. Yeah. And I was like, I have that game, let's record it. I don't know how to grab stuff. How do you grab stuff? How do you grab stuff? Hold on. I don't know how to grab stuff. Let me figure out how to grab stuff first. Oh, wait. The timer doesn't start yet, does it? Oh, it's square. No? Oh, it's X. Okay. Let's grab some soup. Where's the exit? Okay. Dolorous. Oh my god, move. Ooh. Sorry, Mary Jane. Sorry, Tommy. Trophy earned. Home sweet home. I don't think I did a good job on that. I collected like 2 cans of... No, 1 can of food. And I forgot the radio. Although I don't know. I don't know what I got. Day 1. We have 3 cans of soup, playing cards, checkerboard, axe, suitcase. Oh, we did get the radio. Flashlight, rifle, 5 bottles of water, first aid kit, a padlock, and a gas mask. Okay. Just the 2 of us. There wasn't enough time to get the kids, but surely this is just a drill and they're okay, right? Our shelter used to be fully stocked, but somehow they found a better way to use stocked supplies, instead of leaving them for an emergency. Once we had a soup dinner party, another time we needed the rifle to help our neighborhood watch in a vicious fight against raccoons. Luckily, some of the supplies were left untouched. A flashlight, a padlock, and a medkit. Good thing we grabbed the suitcase. What we found inside will definitely prove useful. Playing cards and a radio. We don't have much food, no one's complaining yet, but even canned soup might become an extravagant dish quite soon. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time. This is the best stock shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. What's left? None of us are hungry? Oh dear, we just remembered we planned on taking a trip south in 2 months. If it's still there, we are going right. We're pretty sure they don't bomb warm places. They could. Let's just leave all those questions for now. This morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing well. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. What's left? It looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe unless you don't mind getting sick. No. It's so easy to escalate silly arguments, and close quarters doesn't help. We were chatting, and then suddenly we were fighting and fighting. Let's just hope we'll get over this soon. Okay. We stopped arguing, but for how long? Ted should drink something soon. If there's one thing we need, it's water for love. Okay, let's just do a bottle of water each. There you go. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. There's been some radio chatter about airdrops from the military. It's about time. All those taxes had to pay for a crate or two for us. Right, shall we head out to get them? Let's do it. Hopefully our gas masks. Gas marks. Gas marks? Gas mask survived. Okay. Looks like the gas mark's still intact. Marks? The airdrop crate we found wasn't exactly huge, but it contained a few supplies that would definitely help us. We were especially happy to find some water bottles and food cans. For a minute we thought it was canned meat, but then we found out it was tomato soup. Our theory is that the whole country used to run on tomatoes, and no one suspected a thing. Ted isn't thirsty anymore, Dolores is no longer thirsty. Our neighbourhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are very big risk to our health right now. We never thought we'd live to see a dancing cockroach. We still haven't, but we saw that was nearly as big as a cat. The good news is, they've probably scared off any rats in the area. The bad news is they are huge and probably will attack us when they get the chance. I don't have any bug spray or survival. I do have a gun though. Ooh. Shoot them. Axe them down. Oh my, that thing is huge. And there goes another one. Roaches everywhere. We're doomed. We already feel all dirty. Ted is fine. Everything seems okay with Dolores. I might have to say. The contamination is still strong. Scavenging in these... I'm gonna have to. This is insane. We keep finding spiders everywhere. They're in our soup. They're in our water. We swear some of them keep coming back. And they are bigger every time we see them. It can't go on like this. It's time we go to wage war with these. Why would we need a first aid kit for this? But oh well, let's do it. First aid kit's probably still in use. Good. Okay. Maybe there are no spiders and it's all just a hallucination. A few pills might help. Guess what? They did. No more spiders. Problem gone. Ted should drink something soon. Dolores has to drink something. Dolores has not eaten for a while, so she can have some soup and you can have some water because you seem okay. And then I think Ted should go outside with the gas mask. Why can't he take anything else? Alright, what about her? Oh, no, both of them. I think Dolores could last quite a while. By herself, at least. Ted left for the surface. We hope he'll be back soon. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Dolores is no longer hungry. We don't need to ration any supplies. We had the most curious visitors today. One of them was making the sound of a galloping horse, using a pair of rocks and hitting them against each other, while his companion was pretending to ride said horse. They claimed to be on a very important quest to seek someone's magical cup, only they lost their way to the wasteland. They asked permission to have a quick look at our map to determine whereabouts. I don't have a map. Tell them that. That is still not the pack. We couldn't contain our laughter, and our guests took offence. They ran off shouting that our ancestors were rodents and smelled like forest fruit. How rude. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. We can use a rifle. We always wanted a pet, but we couldn't decide what to get. A cat? A dog? No matter. We have our very own cockroach colony now. Unless we want them to stay and play fetch, we should start doing something to drive them out. Though the fetch option is quite likely, as they're as big as small puppies. You know what? The gun is used. Okay. Please shoot them all. I don't like the cockroaches anymore. Oh, thank goodness we got rid of them. Victory is ours. The roaches lie. Defeated. Oh, this is glorious day for the remaining humanity. Humans are the dominant species once again. Water is all Dolores wants. Good thing I got many bottles of water, eh? Ha! Guess what? We've already got ourselves our very own fallout garden. We've got a bunch of mushrooms growing in the walls. They're big enough to be eaten. How about that? Should we prepare a mushroom feast? No, I don't trust the mushrooms. Where are the mushrooms anyway? We may be hungry, but there are just some things we will never eat. Wall fungus is one of them. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Whoever designed this fallout shelter was a genius. But we can't really tell if that green stuff dripping from the pipe is an included feature. We should probably try doing something about it with whatever we brought down here. Suitcase, because that's the only thing we have. It has no use anymore anyway. Did it work? Okay. We grabbed our old suitcase and shoved it under the pipe. It seems like all the liquid that was supposed to leak out did. So during the night, on the bright side, we don't have to worry about the smell making us sick anymore. The downside, our suitcase is free. Would love to eat something. Eat it then. Big back. Okay. We felt something was starting at us from the corner of our shelter. We think it was a rat. It looks like a rat. A rat on a very good diet. We decided we need to do something about it, or to put it more bluntly, it's either him or us. I think I'm gonna use the axe because the gun I don't think will last very long without ammo. We need to use our supplies as greatly as we can. Whatever it was, it's dead now. Quite dead. Maybe there's more hiding somewhere in one of those nasty little holes. Dolores is no longer hungry. If there's one thing we need is water for Dolores. Really? You're not, yeah. Hear that? Noise coming from below. This is probably the right time to check out the manhole in the corner. The one that's been locked tight ever since we got to our shelter. Let's do it. Someone's at our door. Get more cans. What the hell? We barely made it out alive. It was a giant mutated crocodile. Crocodile. Or an alligator. Or something else with a giant mouth and plenty of teeth. Is anyone hurt? Dolorous, no. Dolorous was hurt. Ugh. Fine. The only person... Dolorous... We had thought phone calls were a thing of the past after the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little hometown. However, the phone booth on our street survived the bombing somehow. It seems it was ringing right now. We need to send someone to answer it, okay? Make contact with other wastes. Okay? Let's do it. We've got no one in our shelter anymore. Hopefully no one's hungry. Oh, Ted! What is that? When we answered the phone, we could hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. We were about to give up and come back empty-handed to the shelter when we ran into a church. It looked peaceful enough, save for an unexploded. Okay, good. Atomic bomb stuck in the church tower. A sizable group of people were busy praying to the bomb, chanting something about a holy vision. That sounded really crazy. Those people seemed friendly enough. Those nice people gave us a canned soup. They say they don't like the taste of it. Now we're certain that they're nut jobs. Cultists decided they won't be needing any holy water. We did a bit of miracle work and turned empty wine bottles into quite full water bottles. Ted is hungry. Ted is really tired. Dolorous wounds will catch up. Okay, let's give you some food. And we want you to go to sleep. It looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe, unless you don't mind getting sick. Knock knock. The sound always surprises and confuses us. It could mean anything, good or bad, but we're always curious. Should we open the door? Await further instructions. Yeah, sure. This could be the wastelandies. We have guns. I'm scared. Oh, you're sick, and I don't think I'll make it. Empty first aid. Great, and Ted is sick. A group of travellers wearing gas masks and carrying some serious looking equipment gave us purified water. Before we could thank them, they turned away and left. Opening the hatch was a bit risky. It seems it gave us some awful sickness. That coughing is driving us crazy. Ted is hungry. Ted is still tired. A few days of rest is all he needs. Ted could drink something soon. Okay. There has to be some water left. Dolorous should get it. Dolorous has not eaten for a while, so just give you both. Some food and some water. There you go. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens. We've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. Well, except that one time when never mind. The government people are coming, and we should keep our ears and eyes open for a sign from them. She's our radio. It ain't gonna get broken. Oh, that's good. We made contact. The military is out there and they're coming for us. All we need to do now is wait patiently. The soldiers with the boring voices was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait further instructions and keep our radio working in order. Ted is hungry. Ted hasn't recovered from his illness yet. Ted is still mighty tired and needs more time to recover his strength. Ted is no longer thirsty. Ted is hungry. And that's it. Was there anything else? No. Okay. I'm not letting anyone out. Our patience is wearing thin. We thought it would be a good idea to take a quick look outside to see if there's any trouble in the area. As we were about to step out, a pair of animal eyes flashed in the darkness, and their owner started growling in a most terrifying way. We only had moments to decide what to do. The gun. Please say the gun's not broken. Please say the gun's not broken. Please say the gun's... Okay, good. Because we need that gun. That gun's going to be useful. A quick shot with the rifle was more than enough to scare away, or maybe bring down whatever creature stalked us in the darkness. We never saw it again. Ted hasn't recovered from his illness yet. Ted is still tired. A few days of rest is all we need. Ted is no longer hungry. Dolores is quite calm, given the situation. Open in the name of freedom, came a shout from outside the door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. Anyone who introduces themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? I mean... no. Oh, fine. We have guns. Ted, just die already, please. Your hair is growing too long. Dolorous, look at you. You are thirsty. You are sick and thirsty. So you're both thirsty. We regretted opening the door the minute we saw who was standing on the other side. Dark faces, rifles, and determined looks of band of teenagers. We're doomed, we thought. Then, out of the blue, one of them asked us if we're with the Reds. So we confidently never supported the Red Sox. So we confidently said that we weren't. The tension dropped immediately. And those nice young people gave us 2 bottles of water. They also told us to have no fear since Wolverines are around. We're not sure what Wolverines have to do with this, all of this, but we took their word for it. Something should be done about Ted's sickness. Ted has rested. Where is water when Ted needs it? Will not last long. We have like lots of water. Okay. We thought it'd be a great idea to have some role-play fun and create our own shelter theatre group. We called it Thunder Day. We spent the rest of the day trying to write a script for our performance. We almost got into a fight over it and decided that maybe it would be best to play something simpler. We apparently have no item space. Jesus Christ, Ted. We played hide and seek. The longest round we were able to play lasted around 10 seconds, and that was only because the lights went out for a moment. Ted keeps coughing and coughing. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Dolores is no longer thirsty. You don't have a medkit. Well, I'm thinking she should go outside with the gas mask just to keep her safe. Maybe she wants some. Sounds normally bad, but survivalist, anti-day. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Something should be done about Ted's sickness. Ted is hungry. Let's give him some soup then. It's high time. We stopped wondering about what's going on and started asking questions, or at least listened to some reasonable answers. So how about tuning to a radio station and learning a thing or two? No, I didn't mean to do that. I was meant to turn on the radio. They say ignorance is a bliss. Another day without any clue what's going on. Not necessarily. Ted is no longer hungry. All Ted wishes. 3 drops of water. You can have some water. We got loads. During the night, we heard some suspicious sounds coming from the door. We peeked out in the morning. We saw a leather suitcase. It had no address. Yes. Ted's got a dice. Inside the suitcase we found some soup, but yuck, it's expired a long time ago. We're not feeling very well, but some of us spend the whole morning using the bucket in the corner. We're not expecting any anonymous gifts ever again. Ted hasn't recovered from his illness yet. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Another page? No. Okay. A sleazy looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal for just a can of soup. We get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us an angry glance every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. We should... Yeah, sure. We need stuff. What did we get? We got a kitty cat. Meow meow. Shakira. As soon as the door closed behind the trader, the bag started to violently shake, emitting screeching, hellish sound. Terrified, we backed up against the walls. When the beast finally escaped, it turned out to be an angry house cat. The feline gave us a menacing look and promptly sat down in the corner to clean itself. Its collar says Sharikov. Is that its name? Ted is still sick. I don't care, Ted. I'm waiting for Dolores to get back. This morning we were surprised to find a letter on our doorstep. It was not signed and it contained a location and time for a meeting tonight. And a few sentences. It said some things like, we're friendly, come unarmed, send one person. We have no idea who could have sent that, but we're guessing this is our chance to find out. Are we sending someone? Yes, I think we should. Could be our little friendly wastelanders. I'm waiting for a medkit. It's true. It's all true. There really are others just like us. We arrived at the rendezvous unarmed and on time. We were greeted by a friendly-looking group of survivors. They're being led by twins, a brother and a sister, who seem to be friendly enough. They asked us some questions and promised to stay in touch. Ted is still sick? Okay, so drink and food. We're getting low on food. Come on, Dolores. What's that? A rat? Rats are usually smaller than cats. And what's with the double tail? We can't let that thing get to our supplies. Dolores is back. And she's tired. Hungry and tired, okay. Our cans are saved. Too bad for the hairy mutant. Guess we're still top of the food chain. Good for us. We were glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. We went on a trip to a more specific place this time, a local museum on Tranquility Lane. Several rooms and a corridor, all decorated with some charred painting that survived the blast. The whole place doesn't even look that bad. It almost looks like a modern art exhibit. In the front of the museum canteen we found a box. Yes, with some water bottles in it. It probably left by a delivery company. That delivery company is probably out of business now. Our guess is that it was blown out of the market. We were hoping for some sweets or snacks, but all the museum canteen had to offer was tomato soup. Those poor, poor tourists. The last expedition got us thinking, maybe we could just drive away from the nightmare somehow. Of course, most of the automobiles available are completely burned out, but if we find a soldier booth and scavenge enough parts, perhaps we could build a vehicle of our own. We'd better keep an eye out for those on future expeditions. Something should be done about Ted's sickness. Isn't thirsty, isn't hungry. Love to eat something. So you want food? We don't have a medkit, I'm sorry. We're certain about the situation on the surface. A trip could be risky, but we really could use the supplies. Alright, the military is transmitting again. They said their first step is to locate any remaining survivors. A plane will be going sweep over our neighbourhood this evening, and we're supposed to be out in the open signalling. Deal, yes. Military, military. Please say we escape. Not looking very good. Everything was going as planned, but then the flashlight stopped working. We were lucky to get it fixed just in time to hear the distant roar of the plane's engine. We're pretty sure the pilot saw us. Let's see if they get back to us. Ted hasn't recovered from his illness yet. Dolores has not eaten for a while. You ate yesterday. Dolores is still tired and can't seem to sleep it off. Dolores can't remain thirsty for long. Okay, so you want food and water. Okay, so we want Ted to go outside. The gas mask. I didn't get to read the information on the next page now. Ted left for the surface. We hope he'll be back soon. Equipment, gas mask. Dolores is still tired and can't seem to sleep it off. Dolores is no longer hungry. No. Sharikov sure it can take care of itself, but we can't help but wonder how much of a self-made cat it is. It just so happens that we found an address on its collar. It's unlikely that its owner is still alive, and a trip to the wasteland is always risky. Should we go outside and check the address? Yes, sure. I'm gonna check the little star thing on day 28. Whoa. Fatigued. 1 minute. Position with the flashlight, send someone to meet. Await further instructions for the moment. Wait further instructions for the Okay. We grabbed our new fluffy friends for a little stroll through the wasteland, only to immediately run into a couple of gentlemen dressed in trench coats, fedoras and shades. They gritted their teeth at the sight of the cat and said they'd be looking for it. Apparently it belongs to their dear old Nan, who loves it dearly. Before we could utter a word, they took Shirikov, thanked us, and left. The cat didn't seem to mind, so maybe it's for the best. Some door-to-door salesman found his way to our shelter. We remember from before the apocalypse, he came over with a bunch of leaflets and tried to convince us to join something called the Astro Citizen, but we refused. Now he just wants some supplies. He says he will reveal some state secrets to us in return. We'll give him some water because we have a bunch of them. Who's there knocking at the door? We are generous, so we shared supplies with him. He tried to make us believe that America has a working space station in orbit, or rather had since, according to that guy, it exploded when the bombs dropped. How convenient. A working space station. What a joker. He was probably so hungry and dehydrated, his brain started playing tricks on him. Dolores needs more time to rest. She seems exhausted. Has to drink. Would love to eat something. Okay, so drink and food. But Dolores. Hopefully to come back soon. Come back soon. Okay. Ooh, offers 2, 4. No. No, I don't need water. I thought it was here. We give you water for a med kit. Because I need some. Go on. We never must have. I don't need water. I don't know. Day 30. Woohoo. It's going great. In the end, we decided her offers were not good for us. Maybe another time if she ever wants to come back. Dolores has rested. Dolores is no longer thirsty, no longer hungry. Okay. Our supplies are scarce. And our morale is low. You can almost smell the desperation in our shelter. We're pretty sure there's a small group of survivors nearby, mostly old folks from the retirement home. It should be hard to borrow some of their supplies. They're old anyway. We need them more, right? Ted's back. And looking worse as ever, yes! Sick, hungry, tired, fatigued. From the dock. Oh, I didn't see that, okay. Yes! 4 bottles of water. We need to do this for the family. 4 soups! Mention about something. To our surprise, Shakira back at the shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure or how it came back. Is it our good care? It appreciates our kind hearts, optimism, or just our stockpile of soup cans? Only time will tell. Our stockpile of soup cans. Only will tell. Ted has... And I'll tell you what, you did a great job. Where to go for some supplies? A silly question. To the store, of course. We decided that bombs don't matter that much, and our favourite store should still be our #1 stop for groceries. We found it, or at least what was left of it. Most of the food shelves was outdated and rotten. A lot of eggs were smashed on the floor. Guess what? Soup cans don't expire until 2015. Good for us. Plus 4 pounds. There was a restroom in the back. Inside we found a dead body next to a first aid box. Guess it didn't help. Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. We should be more careful next time. Our window shopped nearby parking lots for a vehicle that wasn't completely burnt out. Unfortunately, we found nothing of value. Maybe future expeditions will be more lucky. Something should be done about Ted's sickness. Ted's tummy. Okay. Let's get you that medkit and some food, because you... Time to listen to the radio chatter. Maybe we'll pick up on some useful shred or information. Okay, come on. Again? You hungry? Okay. Once had we waded through the static, we found a transmission that was hosted by some nut talking about conspiracies and saucer men from Mars abducting people. It was pretty amusing. Ted's stomach was grumbling. Ted is still tired and needs more time to recover his strength. Ted has recovered from his sickness. Dolores has to drink. Okay, so water for them both. No food for you. A loud crash, a surprising shriek, and a bit of debris falling from our ceiling. Truly a recipe for... Recipe? Is that it? For a good start to the day. As it turns out, Shakirov found a new toy, a bit innocuous. Wiring that it ripped out of the wall. Who knows what the cable's for, but our lights are still on, so it can't be that important, right? Should we take the wire away from our fluffy friends and investigate it? Yes, of course. Let's see what this leads to. I like electric. Could lead to like TV. Whew. We followed the wire outside and found half-burned out truck with two surprised gentlemen inside, surrounded by an angry array of blinking bulbs. That's some space tech right there. Were they listening in on us? In our very own shelter? Their feeble excuse about a roadside picnic didn't convince us. Even Timmy knows you can't have picnics here. And the car had no wheels. Ted is hungry. Ted is still tired. A few days of rest is all he needs. Ted is hungry again. Big one. Dolores has not been very talkative lately. Should we have a chat? Okay, good. Okay. A signal in your position. Send someone. Await further instructions. Tired and fatigued, so Dolores is now hungry. Talking to Dolores helped resolve some of her issues and doubts. She feels better now. Ted still hasn't recovered to his energy. Ted is no longer hungry. Dolores hasn't eaten for a while. Not certain about the situation on the surface. A trip could be risky, but we could really use supplies. I mean, we could use another medkit. Maybe a scout book. Because the scout book is coming. The agents who are spying on us are at our door and want to explain themselves. Should we hear them out? Yeah, sure. If the other option is shoot them, I'll take it. What is that? They briefly waved some sort of ID cards in front of our faces and told us that a top secret government mission. The wiretap wasn't to spy on us, but rather on the cat. It's suspected of being a Soviet agent. They're willing to let us into their super top government safe house if we help them with some of their top secret missions. They assured us they'll contact us again with more detail. Ted is still mighty tired and needs some more time to recover his strength. If Ted doesn't drink anything, he won't last very long. Dolores is no longer hungry. Water is all Dolores wants. Just give water to both of you. Gas mask. 36. All alone again, Ted. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Ted is still mighty tired and needs more time to recover his strength. Then the military is communicating through the radio again. We're sure it's a signal to evacuate out of here now, but it turns out they need our help. The speaker requested that all able citizens in the area should chop down a tree or two in the nearby park. It sounds ridiculous, but they're claiming this will make it easier for them to extract us. We will never even liked that park, so let's do it this way. Hey Shakira, give me a minute. Get an axe and chop down some trees for the armor. That's what you want us to do. Okay. We chopped down as many trees as we could. It wasn't much, but hopefully it will make the difference. They wanted the next time they got in touch, it'd be better from a tank parked on our lawn, or what's left it. Our only regret is that the wood chopping business is has ruined our axe. Ted is still tired, a few days of rest is all he needs, and he is hungry. Good thing Dolores isn't here. Shakira seems to be fond of our checkerboard. Its favourite game during stretches of extreme boredom. And silence in our shelter is pushing the checker pieces off the table as it gazes intently at whoever happens to be sitting closest. The sound of checkers hitting the floor every 10 seconds is getting on our nerves, and we're considering taking the game away. Should we let Shakira play with checkers? Yes. You don't need checkers in. Shakira, look. Shakira is so happy. You're thirsty. Real. Shakira really went to town on this poor checkerboard. It ate several pieces and scratched the board. It's basically unplayable now. Guess it's back to rock, paper, scissors. Atom bomb is our only entertainment now. Ted is still mighty tired and needs more time to recover his strength. Ted is no longer hungry. Ted needs water to survive. So water is not a big deal, but food? I'm waiting for Dolores to get back. Hear that? It sounded like a herd of animals are stampeding above our heads across that used to be our beautiful lawn. They are not getting away with that. It might be a perfect opportunity to get some fresh food. Obviously Ted. Who else is supposed to go? Dolores. The gun's broken, I'm guessing. No, wow. Oh, some ammo. I think we got that ages ago. No, we didn't. Too bad we never practiced sharpshooting. Every shot we fired in the direction of those animals that looked like two-headed cows was a miss. Let's hope we'll be on target next time. During one of its insane episodes around 3 AM last night, Shakira ran face first into the wall, causing a loose brick to fall out. Behind it was a cigar box with some ammunition inside. Thanks whoever left it there. Ted has still rested. Ted is no longer thirsty. You maniacs, you blew it up. Ah, damn you. Damn you all to hell. That's something we should have told our neighbours. They blew up their barbecue last spring. Those were good times, even if they wasted a perfectly good barbecue. We all want cake. You know I want cake and I'm not an atomic bomb. 40. What we make out of today will be our tomorrow, so let's make it right. Ted is fine. We always stepped away from casinos, gambling dens, and the like. So when a man came to our door and told us he used to be a gambler, we were suspicious. He invited us to play a game. He proposed a 2 water bottle bet and a card game of your choice. Our choice. Come on, do we get 2 water bottles? We're gamblers? Looks like. Oh, -2. Damn it! That man must have cheated. We lost before we could argue about it. The man left with our supplies. We were glad to see Dolores come back safely from our wastelands. We were hoping this expedition would be successful. Too bad that was not the case. It might sound paranoid, but we think someone followed us. Let's just hope this doesn't happen again. Ted should drink something soon. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Dolores would really love to eat something. Dolores is really tired. Give you both food and water. High-tech setup involving paper cups and yards of string. The agents rang in with our next top-secret mission, which surely lands us in the VIP bunker very soon. They want us to go on a successful expedition and write down what we saw in the journal. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Send someone for a recon mission for the agents. Ted. Dolores has just got to go for a bloody expedition. You've had enough time to rest. Ted left to the surface. We hope he'll be back soon. We graciously agreed to fulfill their request. They thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised to be back with more information soon. Dolores would really love to eat something. Dolores needs more rest. She seems exhausted. So you only want food, right? You don't want water. Darn. Our last expedition brought news of a vehicle parked just down the street. It looked unique, but we never got close enough to it to get a good look. We're almost certain it's a bandit trap. Perhaps we should send someone over to check it out. I think we should leave it. We do need more food, but that's all. I mean, look, we got 6 cans. Never mind, we're good. It might very well be a trap set up by some bloodthirsty thugs. We're not about to just fall into their hands willingly. Let's let this go for now. The owner of the vehicle is bound to appear eventually. Dolores complained she still can't get good night's sleep around here. Dolores is no longer hungry. We played a game of list the things you hate the most, and our neighbours' names kept coming up for some reason. That reminded us that little weasel had a safe in his living room. We always wondered what's inside. Maybe now's maybe now's the time to finally find out, but who will do the honours of stealing the possessions of our arch nemesis? Maybe they have their own bunker and will give us some sparks. A medkit, and yes! I don't see anything there. When we opened the safe, we had a loud bang and the room filled with thick, nasty smoke that repelled a rotten egg. The booby trapped the safe. Sure, it slowed us down, but it didn't stop us from taking this most prized possession. Take that, Ned. Too bad. We won't ever get the stench off our clothes now. Dolores complains she still can't get a good night's sleep. If there's one thing we need, is water for Dolores. That's fine. Dolores got ill. You want what? Water? Water or food? Okay, water. If Shakira's considered our shelter is home now, we might as well try to get along. We could try to carry it around and pet it on the head. All cats like a good pet, and Shakira should hopefully be no exception. Otherwise, any attempt to touch the cat could lead him to our untimely death. Should we try to play with him? I don't think so. He seems quite fine. Ouch. We gave up on that crazy idea. We had a feeling this could not possibly end well. The cat seems to agree. That recon mission was a risky business. We had to visit neighbourhoods. That's dicey, even in the best. Dogs fighting each other in gangs, all of them armed alive. All of them armed to the teeth. We barely made it out of there alive, but the agents seem to appreciate our efforts. Let's hope these missions are actually worth it. Our bucket is about due for an upgrade. We were expecting the government shelter to have an excellent bathroom, maybe even a hot tub. Ted is thirsty, Ted is hungry. He's no longer thirsty. He's cured for our illness. Okay, so water, food. It seems awfully quiet outside. Maybe it's safe. We wait until we go out. Alert! There is a gang of firefighters outside, or at least they're dressed like ones. They're banging on the door, ordering us to surrender all of our supplies. They claim they will drive us out with fire if they don't comply. Guess definitely of the firefighters has somewhat changed recently. How do we oppose them? We shoot them. Morse code. I don't know this one. Oh no. It's not surprising that a few shots were enough to send those cowards running. The question is, what happened if the rifle malfunctioned or we use all of our ammo? We do hope it won't come to that, otherwise we might need to defend ourselves using knives and forks. Oh damn it, we spoke too soon. We think the gun is broken. What do we do now? Ted's wounds are not a pretty sight. Not a pretty sight. Ted isn't thirsty, Ted isn't hungry. Dolores is rested, Dolores is not very good. It seems awfully quiet outside. Maybe it's safe. It's been a while. There's another message from the military on the radio. They want to send one person out to meet them. Sounds like some kind of precaution or a trick. We hope we know what we're getting into. Who should we send? They want us to send someone because it's in our checklist. Let's do it. Ted is snoring. Okay. Dolores is tired. I don't care. Ted, please stop moaning. We managed to make it to the meeting in time. We tried our best to answer the questions the soldiers asked us. Let's hope we fulfilled their expectations and our ragged appearance didn't make a bad impression. Oh dang. Oh, anyway. Blah 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 blah. Ted might have some nasty scars if those wounds don't ever heal. Dolores will not. Dolores? I think I'm getting into bloody escape shelter. Okay, so you want water. Ted is okay. Okay, I'm thinking Dolores, the gas mask. Let's do this. It's day 48. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back as safe and sound. Ted might have some nasty kinds. Ted is really thirsty, so you can have some water because we have a lot of water. Just please don't ask for me. There is nothing more annoying than silence, and that's all we're getting from our radio. No music, no talking, nothing. Is there anything we can do with our radio to make it work again? We know staring at it won't help. Let's do it. Okay, good, the radio is not broken, so we must have done something. Well, we did what we could, but we still can't hear a thing. Damn it. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Ted's getting worse and worse. Either we do something about his wounds or he's done for. I don't have a med kit. Clearly we're trustworthy after the last successful mission, as agents come back with another request. We are generously provided either a couple soup cans or some water bottles for an agent in the field. They'll take care of the delivery. In return, we'll be given an encouraging pat on the back and a promise. I think you guys collect and share 4 soup cans or hoard bottles with the secret. I think I'm gonna have to go with water because I have 3.5. And then we'll be equal in food and water. We can't afford to give away any more water bottles anyway. We graciously agreed to fulfill their